A lot of you men think that dates are transactional. So if you take me out to eat, I gotta give you some ass. What?
He, she, what's the difference?
Oh, here. In the dark, it all looks the same.
I just feel like women can't win. Y'all like to gripe about women being masculine, women acting like men.
Just remember, Mr. Faulty, there's always someone worse off than yourself.
He's there. Well, I'd like to meet him. I could do with a lot.
The reason why dating is a thing is not to get a free meal.
Hello everyone, hope you are all doing great today. This is Ratboi coming in from the side here, and we have a few videos that we're gonna have to go over. They are very interesting. I wasn't able to watch through both of them completely, but we will both do that together. And I have a few comments on what I've already seen, but let's go ahead and let's get into these, and let's see what it's all about. This is Ratboi. Let's do it.
The amount of men that hate women is crazy, and if you go to this comment section, you're going to see plenty of them. A lot of men in the comments are like, oh, I hope he's at least getting some. Oh, he's only doing this because he wants to get in your pants, and then he's going to hit it and quit it.
So if she's talking about online dating, I think we've, I've said this a few times, is online dating is just, really has nothing to do with dating. Some guys will pay for the meal just to, the nighttime hours, and just to get that locked down. And I'm kind of thinking this is what this situation is. Like I said, I only saw a few seconds of the video, but I'm assuming this is what happened. But let's continue.
Men who are still spending our money on women are a joke. Blah, blah. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you, if you have to manipulate a woman, go on multiple dates with her, and make her believe that you like her just so you can get some and leave, chances are you're not that guy. You're not him. A lot of you men think.
Okay, so this happens every day. What she's talking about. And also the men she's talking about are not just normal guys. I mean, it's the top 3%, the top 2% that get swiped on dating apps. The study, there's been studies about it. It's always the same dudes. So the fact that she's addressing all men, she swipes left on 99.9% of the dudes that she comes across. That's fact.
That dates are transactional. So if you take me out to eat, I gotta give you some ass. What? Y'all are blowing me.
But you do, though. Every Chad you went out on a date with, it's almost guaranteed that you end up at his place at the end of the night. I mean, it's been happening. It's not gonna stop either. So I mean, I'm not sure what this video is about.
It's crazy that y'all cannot just date with intention and be genuine with people and do things with people and for people.
Why would anybody do that, especially on a dating app when nobody else is doing it? You're not doing it
because that's what you want to do, and if all you're
of course that's what they see. This is what I'm talking about. Of course that's what they want to do. Who wants to do something they don't want to do? This doesn't make any sense.
Looking for is sexual favors or sexual interactions, you should be upfront with people and tell them that upfront, because I promise you.
But then they won't get what they want. You just said that earlier. You just said people are going to do what they want. That they don't want to do that, so why would they?
There are women out here who are on that type of time. You don't have to pretend to like.
And you are too. For the top 3% of dudes on dating apps, you're like that.
Like us. You don't have to take us on dates. There are women out here who will do it. Like, get that through y'all's head. On top of that, these are the same men who want to talk about how they love their mamas. They'll do anything for their
Well, that's just part of their grift. They're going to tell you whatever they want to tell you.
mamas, but you don't want to take a woman out that you're pursuing. You don't want to treat a woman that you are romantically pursuing.
I'll be honest, this person doesn't seem worth pursuing to me. I'm not sure what is going on, but I'm not like, yeah, I don't see the appeal.
That is crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. How do y'all expect your daughters, your mothers, your sisters?
I wouldn't recommend anybody having kids, but that's just me.
How do y'all expect those women to be treated by other men? I just feel like women can't win. y'all like
Women can win. Women can win every single time, but you have to choose better. You're choosing to do this, and that's part of the problem. You know, take accountability and change the behavior, or else it's going to keep happening. And making these TikToks for views, I think at the time this had like 100 views. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys aren't going to be watching this. This content is only for women usually. No man is going to watch this and say, yeah, I'm going to change my ways. I see the light. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
to gripe about women being masculine, women acting like men, women always talking about how they don't need a man. Then when a woman comes on the internet bragging about a man who's doing for her.
Why would a woman, okay, that's your problem. Don't go on the internet bragging about dudes. Keep it to yourself. Not everybody needs to know your situation. That's part of the problem. You know, back in the day, you couldn't get on and brag about random stuff. Now you do. And now, you know, a lot of guys have a problem with that. So change the behavior and other things will change too. I mean, it's pretty simple.
It's a problem. It's a problem. I just don't get it. Y'all want...
You don't have to get it. Like, stop trying to get it. You know what I mean?
Y'all want soft women. Y'all want women who are cooking meals. Y'all want women who are going to take care of you. Y'all want women who...
Don't post on social media. We want women who are who are feminine and soft talking and pleasant to be around and don't have an attitude. We want women that don't show their bodies on Instagram. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that men want that a lot of women are not willing to do today.
Will go 50-50 with you or submit to you. Maybe you don't even want a woman who goes, maybe you want to take care of a woman, but you want a soft woman who adds value to your life.
Doesn't need to add value, just needs to pleasant to be around, gentle, caring. The only value a woman needs to add to a man's life is just add to his peace. 100%. Nothing else.
But it's too much to court that said woman. And let me tell you, anything that I require, I can reciprocate. So that I'm talking about dates. I'll take you on a date. I'll buy you food. Oh, you're getting your haircut this week? Let me send you some money, get your haircut this week. That is the type of...
Men don't want your money. You know, if you could go back in time and delete this video and not make it, that would probably be better. But here we are.
Person I am when it comes to a man I am involved with. But that is not treatment for every single man that comes into my life. No.
Well, then why are you hanging out with those people? You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you choose. You make the decisions and you're choosing wrong. But you're complaining about it. You're saying that it's the man's fault. Yep.
It is not.
Okay, this next video is actually has a few good points that I'll point out, but let's just kind of get through it. And it's gonna be a wild ride because it's these two videos couldn't be any more different if you ask me. But let's go.
I feel like this needs to be said because I don't think the younger generation, what I mean is like 25 and below, I don't think you guys understand this. The reason why dating is a thing is not to get a free meal, is not to have fun, is not for a man to spend money on you and spoil you just because you're a beautiful woman. The purpose of dating, because people didn't even date back in the day. The purpose of...
Back in the day, there wasn't dating. What would happen is the father would choose the husband for his daughter. That's how it's always been. Up until, recently. Well, not recently, but, semi-recently.
Dating is to evaluate if that person is good for marriage. He's supposed to look at you and say, does she make a good wife for what I want?
And these decisions, the wife decision, the husband decision should be, just like it's always been. It's always been in the early 20s. You're getting established, you're starting a life with someone. That's when it usually starts. If you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, if you're a single mom, whatever, yeah, it's not going to happen that way, because your value is not there. For most men, your value isn't there anymore.
Supposed to look at him and say, does he make a good husband for what I want? Dating has turned into what he's spending on me, giving him your body before you get any incentives, meaning marriage. Like, dating is not a leisure activity. And then y'all try to collect men and women like infinity stones, when really you're supposed to date to alleviate, to get to the one that God has for you.
Well, it's 2024, and a lot of people who date now do what's called roster dating, where they will just have a circulation of 8 or 9 dudes. Some even the top percentage of men will have 10 or 11 women that sort of circulate around him. And it's the carousel. Once you get on, it's kind of hard to get off. By the time you get off, you're in your 40s, and then you're just struggling to find the commitment.
So that you can marry, have a family, and start a foundation for yourself when it comes to.
I would not start a family in 2024, unless you're young. If you're in your 20s, find you a good partner, settle down, build a life, and but other than that, I don't see it happening.
Your own family. And so y'all are expecting all of these people to treat you like a queen, a princess, spend all this money on you. That is not the point of dating. But if half of y'all say y'all don't believe in marriage is just a piece of paper, you guys are having children, giving these men your bodies for free, not setting a standard, why would they date? The reason why men dated, ladies, is to get access to your bodies in marriage. Do y'all, like back in the day, people did not sleep around.
So the common saying is women have control of the bedroom, men have control of the relationships. And then what you're seeing is the fall of relationships, that they're really not happening. There's a lot of there is a word that individuals have created called situationships, and those are, I guess, the cope. It's the cope.
Do y'all understand that? Back when our grandmothers were growing up, people, yeah, they did the do. And then if they got pregnant, they got married. Y'all, dating was not a thing. But if you give.
No man is going to marry a woman that he got pregnant. It's just too much of a liability. And obviously if she's promiscuous before marriage, then it's not going to work anyways, because, she's probably going to do it again. That's just the way things work.
Men access to your body, to your time, to your youth, to everything. Why would they date when they don't need to have the things of marriage to get married? Like, do y'all not understand? Like, I needed to click. So y'all are complaining that men are not dating anymore, but why?
But what about hot girl summers? What about strong, independent, lifestyles, doing what women do, late nights, girls at the club, girls' night, stuff like that? Well, what about all that? Yeah, see, stuff like that really doesn't happen after you're married. No husband wants a wife that does hot girl summers, that does late night clubbing with the ladies. It's just doesn't happen. No respectable man will let his wife do that. That's why women don't, that's why some men don't ask women to marry them, because they ask for that in return, and it's not reciprocated. See, a lot of women want to be a wife, but they don't want to do what it takes to stay a wife. That's one of the bigger issues too, as well.
Why would they? If I was a young man and I was not a woman of God or a man of God, why would I want to get married? Why would I date when?
And it really has nothing to do with God or anything. It's just common sense.
I know I can find somebody that is going to bend it over and bust it open for nothing. And I'm not trying to shame my young ladies. I just need y'all to wake up and understand the stuff that you guys are being fed, the lies that y'all.
This is like the anti-sprinkle sprinkle propaganda, It's just unfortunate that no, I mean, I think this video only had a few hundred views. I mean, nobody's pushing this. Nobody's listening to this person. It's just, hookup culture it's not going anywhere. It's gonna stay here, and more men are getting out of dating. So it's just gonna be how it is, really. And the guys that are gonna participate in dating, and that's going to be in quotation marks, that it's not dating, it's hooking up. It's always been that for most men.
Are being told about you can do whatever you want, should nobody shame you, should nobody judge you. They are judging, and they're saying, I don't need to do none of that because somebody gonna give it to me. Back in the day, men got married because that was the only way to access women, not because they wanted to be married. And no, it was a part of society. I mean, some men did.
And also back then there was in order to get a divorce back then, there had to be a good reason. And now it's just like you really don't need a reason now. These lawyers, I've seen ads, $1,000, $5,000 for no fault divorce, get it done today, one day, have it done in 24 hours, paperwork's processed and you're divorced. This is what we've come to. The divorces are so easy now that there's really not an excuse for a woman not to divorce a man, and women over 80% of the time initiate the divorce. So that's the numbers we're looking at here.
But they knew if they wanted sex, they had to get married. Do y'all it has to click, y'all. It has to click. So if majority of women are not preserving the number one thing that would make a man want to marry,
the only value, that's what that is. The only value that a man when a man is in his 20s and he's looking for a partner, he's looking for a wife, a life companion, there's only a few things that are, I would say, deal breakers that he needs. And a lot of that is given away well before then.
They're not going to. That means they're not going to date because they can have kids and they can get access to women's bodies. So why should they date y'all?
Most men aren't even dating. A large majority of men aren't dating, and the ones that are not really getting dates.
To switch the narrative, you have to make different decisions as an individual and collectively.
Would you look at that? You have to make different decisions to get a different outcome. See how far we've come? This is amazing.
To get what you want. Y'all up here trying to play spades at a Monopoly game.
All right, that's the end of this video, but I do want to reiterate something. As of right now, in 2024, if you're in the dating scene, especially online dating, you're not going to be getting married to any of these people. If you do want to participate in dating, I would say, real world contact, possibly, but a lot of these individuals are well past the age of 25, well past the age of marriage and family starting, and they've already had their fun and been around the neighborhood a few times. So just be careful out there with whatever decision you make. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video today. It was a little bit longer one, but hope you're enjoying the content. Give me a like if you like it. Later. Ratboi out.